Ho, 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 everyone. Time for your December 2023 Greater Houston Housing Market Update. So what is Santa bringing you this year for Christmas? Lower interest rates, okay? Let's get into it. Single-family home sales rose 4.9% year over year, the first increase in 19 months. So again, these numbers are basically the recap of November 2023 in the Greater Houston housing market, and we're comparing them mostly to the November of the previous year, 2022. Which is when rates kind of just started to get to the 7%. Now we're kind of at the 7%, but we're on the other way at 7. So it's Twilight Zone-ish, but the confidence in the market is totally on an uptick. So on October 19th, like I alluded to last video, rates hit 8.1% on a 30-year conventional loan. Now, that's the highest, I believe, since 2000 or in 23 years, roughly, or more. And that was kind of just a shock. And then at the end of the first week of November, like the first, second, and third, that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, rates got down to 7.4% on a 30-year conventional. Why is this important? Well, the number that I just read you about, this was the first increase in home sales in 19 months, okay? Most of the data is from October's pendings. Because, if you saw rates that hit 7.4 at the beginning of November, you probably wouldn't be closing until the beginning of December. A few of them probably squeaked in November, but for the most part, we're dealing with October's rates right now in this recap that I'm doing December 13th, right? Because the data from November just got released today. So I'm even more excited about what this indicates to me. The big drop came at the end, like I said, of the first week of November, like November 3rd. And even if you found a home that weekend, got it locked the next week, so these numbers are from at the end of October when rates were really at 7.9% on a 30-year conventional. And right now, today, December 13th, as I'm filming this, inflation report came out this week. The Fed just met and announced some things earlier this afternoon. Things are pretty steady. And the outlook for next year is really, really improving as far as rates and loan originations. So, like I said, today, a little under 6.5% for 15. I wish it's lower than that. For 30-year, 6.5% FHA, and for 30-year conventional, about 7 flat. I see some lenders that can do 6.5 roughly on a conventional with no discount points. So we're effectively in the mid-6s at the time of this video. And the rest of the stats I'm going to go over right now are stemming from the end of October and before, which when rates were at 7.9, close to 23-year highs. So anyway, days on market for single-family homes went from 48 days to 47. So basically unchanged. Here's a cool stat. Total property sales rose 3.7% from last November to this November, right? But the total dollar volume was up 7.5%. So that's telling me it was just a 3.5% roughly increase in the amount of transactions, but the dollar volume was up double that. Homes are selling for a higher price than they were last November. Math doesn't lie, right? Maybe I will, but math doesn't. Or I might just be mistaken in my numbers, but I'm not. But that's a cool stat. So another one, single family average price rose 1% to 404,597. So right at 405,000, a little higher than last November. Single-family homes months of inventory registered a 3.5-month supply, up from 2.8 months a year earlier. Okay, so we are at the highest levels in 4 years in the Greater Houston housing market of supply. My suggestion is go get you a home, right? Rates are on the way down. People are starting to list their homes. This is typically, the holiday season is typically the slower time of year to list homes, but I have a feeling in February and March, you're going to start getting a lot of new listings onto the market, because they feel that the mortgage markets are freed up, buyers are freed up and more encouraged with the rates lowering, and people don't have as much of the golden handcuff syndrome that are wanting to upsize or downsize and let go of their current property to change locations and change, the size of the home that they want at the location they want for their family. So I really think this is going to be a great 2024. So get into the market sooner rather than later is my opinion and my advice. Anyway, guys, as always, call, text, email anytime you want about any of this or anything else. Love you guys watching these videos. Thank you so much for the feedback. And again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, any holiday that you have or anytime you get to spend with your family this time of year. I wish you guys the best. Everybody be safe, safe travels, and love you guys. and we'll catch you next year. Later.